Cambridge Group of Institutions was started in 1964 with a vision of giving good quality education. We started with the Cambridge School. Later on, we expanded into Cambridge Institute of Technology in 2007. Then we started Cambridge Pre-University College and Cambridge Degree College. So today it is not only giving quality education to the students inside the classroom, rather we should equip them with awareness related to green and clean environment. We are preparing the generation next, ecological awareness and green awareness and a love towards the environment friendly nature. Management of waste is a global problem, especially in India. Around 1.5 lakh metric ton of waste, solid waste is produced per day. Especially in Bangalore, 6,223 tons of solid waste is produced every single day. So today the solid waste is increasing along with the increase in population in all over the world. Around 40% of waste is in the form of plastic, which is very health hazard to this human population. We wanted to create a solution to this problem and we don't want to be a part of this problem. Then we tied up with Vedan, which is an NGO firm where they have very rich experience in handling this waste management. They have also worked with BBMP. So totally our college solid waste along with this Vedan NGO, we are able to manage it, and today our campus has become zero waste campus in a span of 3 months. This is what we have achieved and this is the solution we are able to make in our campus.
Turning a campus into a zero waste campus is very easy. The difficult part is the sustenance. We are Cambridge Group of Institutions, Bangalore, and we would like to share our story about this journey of sustainability, the hardships and challenges all the teachers and students overcame to make Zero Waste Campus a reality and more so, sustain it. Let's start from the beginning. Well, Cambridge Group with more than 6,000 students and 600 staffs produced 250 kg of waste every 13 days. From that to a sustained zero waste campus in 3 months? The interesting question is how? Step 1 was to rethink and refuse. It was to identify the source of waste. Food packages and allied services consuming the source of largest waste automatically redirected us towards the food vendors in the campus, including bakery, CCD and canteen. Food parcels from local eateries again constituted of a lot of plastic waste. Hence, the immediate step was to ban all the single-use plastic inside the campus. Step 2 was to reduce. Here's what we did. We asked all vendors to not use the single-use plastic and replace it with reusables. So, plastic and paper cups were replaced by steel glasses in CCD, a consumption of 500 paper plates and spoons per day in the canteen was replaced by steel plates and spoons. A cutlery bank of steel plates, spoons and glasses were created to substitute the massive usage of paper plates and cups during events. Steel tiffin boxes were provided to each department for faculties to get food parcels. Well, students in hostels always wanted to have a takeout once a while. The hostel students were asked to rinse the covers and segregate the waste. Guess what? It worked. Simple, isn't it? Well, the war wasn't over. Step 3 was to recycle. It was to take care of the waste generated. Food waste that was generated was taken by the piggery, vegetable peels went to the cows, and the remaining went to the compost pit created in a secluded corner of the campus. The dry leaves and the plant byproducts also went to the compost pit. Now comes the turn of dry waste. We went to an agreement with ITC. On a mutual agreed time, ITC collects all the dry wastes and takes for recycling. From December 2019 to June 2020, we have already given 1,000 kgs of cardboards and papers that have saved close to 22 trees. Isn't that amazing? Other rejected wastes, such as sanitary pads, are sent to Medicare, a Government of Karnataka approved agency who handles these wastes in a scientific manner. We installed digital panels to reduce the marketing waste, such as banners and flexes. The last step was to sustain the process and behavior. This called for a number of awareness campaigns with different groups within the campus and also a strict monitoring mechanism to check and rectify behaviors towards sustaining a zero-waste campus. We then organize awareness sessions on importance of waste segregation with students, faculties and staffs, right from the security and housekeeping personnel to the head of departments. College girls were made aware about the use of menstrual cups and cloth pads. Now, all campuses of Cambridge Group of Institutions are a zero-waste campus. Every passage in the campuses have color-coded bins. Every classroom have color-coded bins for segregated wastes, and every faculty and student practice the zero-waste behavior not only in the classroom or campus, but in their personal lives too. Today, we can proudly say that we have won the zero-waste war inside the campus, and it is our responsibility to win that war outside too.
So, my dear friends, I hope everyone should always work in finding a solution to this solid waste management by reducing the usage of plastic in our daily lives. I hope everyone will adapt to this methodology so that we can have a more eco-friendly space around us.